Okay, so in today's lesson we came across some homework and I said I was going to make a little video for you just to help you get that homework done. So that's what I'm doing now. So let's just talk about the median, the quartiles and the interquartile range, and we'll have a look at exactly what we should be doing. So let's say we were given a list of data like this. So we have 12, 6, 4, 9, 8, 4, 9, 8, 5, 9, 8, and 10. Okay, so the first thing to do is order from smallest to the largest. So let's do that. Okay, so we'll start with 4, then we have another 4. Then we have 5, then we have 6, we have 8 3 times, then we have 9, we have 9 3 times, 9, 9 and 9. And I would always just cross off numbers as I go along, just to make sure that I am not forgetting anything. Okay, so now we have put our data into a nice order. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to, like we were saying in class, divide it up into sections, into quarters. So there's 12 numbers in this, so there's going to be 3 in each section. Okay, so to find the lower quartile, Q1, the lower quartile, what we do is we look at these two numbers here, 5 and 6, okay, and we get the mean of those two numbers. So we add them together and divide by 2. 5 plus 6 is 11, divide by 2, and that's going to give me 5.5. So my lower quartile, Q1, is equal to 5.5. Okay, now the next part here, Q2, this is going to be Q2, it's Q1, Q3. Well, this is actually the same as the median. So we look at our two middle values there, and they're both 8. So in this case, Q2 is the median, and it's equal to 8. Okay, and then Q3 is called the upper quartile. And we can see here that they're both numbers here are 9. Let me just grab a different color. 9 and 9. So the upper quartile is the mean of those two numbers. So it's also going to be 9. And I'm just going to actually highlight there as well that it's these two numbers that give us the median, the middle two numbers. Okay, so Q1 is the mean of 5 and 6. Q2 is the mean of 8 and 8. And Q3, the upper quartile, is the mean of 9 and 9, which is 9. Okay, so the other thing that you might be asked for is the interquartile range. So the interquartile range is, grab a new color. All my colors. Okay, so the interquartile range is going to be this middle section. Okay, so we look at the numbers from the middle two quarters, and we take away the biggest number, which is 9. From that we take away 5.5. So basically, let me write that for you. The interquartile range is equal to Q3 take away Q1. Now we found that Q3 is 9, and we found that Q1 is 5.5. So 9 take away 5.5 is 3.5. So that's our interquartile range. So I'm going to continue down here, and I'll share these notes with you. So this is basically what we've just done above. And now we're going to take a quick look at the homework questions. So we have a set of data, and we're going to have to first of all order that data. So again, we'll start with our smallest number, which is, has that been ordered for us? It actually has been ordered for us, so we can just write it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 15, and 52. I just zoom out a little bit. It should all still be visible to me on the same page. Okay, so what are we asked for? Well, first thing we're asked for is to calculate the median. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just divide up my quartiles. So that's my first quartile, that's my second, that's my third, and that's my fourth. So for the median, I need to get the mean of 10 and 11. So that's going to be 10 plus 11 divided by 2. So that's 21 divided by 2, which is 10.5. That's my first part. Q1, the lower quartile. So this time I'm taking 8 and 9 and getting the average of them. So I say 8 plus 9 divided by 2. Well, that's going to be 17 divided by 2, which is 17 divided by 2, which is like 8.5. Q3, the upper quartile. So now I'm getting the mean of 14 and 15. So that is going to be 14 plus 15 divided by 2, and that's 14.5. And the interquartile range, so that is going to be my Q3 value. Remember, this is Q3 and this is Q1. So this is Q3 and this is Q1. And I'm going to subtract. So that's going to be 14.5 minus 8.5, which is equal to 6. Okay. Identify the outlier. So in any data set, sometimes we get numbers that are way off, way out of the range of all the other ones, and they can really throw off the data. So in this instance, we can see that 52 is way higher than the rest of the numbers. So 52 is the outlier. Okay. All right, then we have another question there. Using the stem and leaf plot below, calculate the lower quartile and the upper quartile and the interquartile range. So what we're going to do here is something similar. We're going to have to arrange our data. So we have, I'm reading this off the stem and leaf graph, we have 1, we have 3, we have 8, we have 8, we have 9, we have 11, 14, 17, and 20. Okay, and hopefully I haven't forgotten anything there. I'm just going to check. And look at that, I've forgotten an 8. So let me make some space for that 8. 8, 8, 8. So always worth double checking. Very easy to make mistakes. So now we have all our data. So now let's organize this. Well, how many numbers do we have? We have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a little trickier to organize into quarters. So a quarter of 10 is 2.5. So this is a little bit tricky, guys.